Ah, how could one man be so beautiful? Fantastic. Oh, I didn't see you there. It is I, Maltonius, here with another devlog of my journey to creating my very first mobile game. Now, if you don't know what a mobile game is, it's a game which you played on your phone. So, like a normal video game, but small. Not smaller in terms of, well, it is smaller in all the ways that you can think of. There's nothing wrong with being small. It's whatever. I don't even know how we got there. But we started with a sketch, and we're going to move on in this video to the cleanup art. And then in the next video, we'll talk about and actually do the animations for the characters. Or maybe the video after the next video. I don't know. I don't plan these things out. It's not my thing. But at a certain point, we're gonna take all those things and we're gonna put them together into one cohesive video game. It's gonna be amazing. And if that sounds interesting to you, then come along. We're gonna have some fun. And we'll do some things and I'll do some things and it could get weird. But not weird in a weird way, just normal weird. Like, you know what I'm saying, come on. Stupid. So we're starting off from where we left off in the last video with our bunny girl, Bonnie. First thing I do is I symbolize the sketch and then output it out so I can make it more subtle so it's less distracting. Immediately start creating the outline for the character shapes. Usually start with the head. You want to start with the face, something that is going to bring the rest of it together. And I'm referencing Akumi, which I've already done for consistency in terms of style. Referencing another little minion as well that I've decided will be the core, just overall core look of the game. This sort of cartoony, mobile looking, the established mobile look, but with my own unique flair. Adding some really basic shadows. I try to keep the shadows to a minimum of, or a maximum of 3 tones, but I might add an extra 4th tone if I feel it needs it, and I might add some gradients at the end. But I'm constantly focused on keeping it as simple as possible. Never drawing more than is necessary. And I don't really know what colors I'm going to use ahead of time. What feels right in the moment, which are usually just neutral blues or off-whites. And then I start experimenting. Once I get most of the body form established, I'll start experimenting. And then I'll stick with 3 colors max, or 4 colors max, but usually I'll start off with 3. You got your primary color, your accent color, or your primary color, your secondary color, and an accent color. And then you might add some variants of that. So right now we're still in the base neutral colors, and you'll see she's gonna change throughout the development of this video. Not sure what color eyes, so I'm just trying some weird stuff. You can see it started off yellow, now I decided to go to a natural white, and then I decided to go back to yellow because I can't make decisions. Something I learned in Japan with their designs and characters. Obviously they like appealing characters, and they're not afraid to reuse what works over and over and over again. The thing that me and Adam noticed was you've got the thigh highs, you've got the twin tails, and you got the high heel shoes. And then just make a variant on those key components in every way imaginable. So instead of shying away from it where I would normally go, oh, I've done this already, and then not do it, I've gone the opposite way. I'm going all in. If it works, it works. I don't care if I've already done it 50,000 times on previous characters. So the Akumi I keep referencing there is an example of what I learned from Japan, condensed into one character. And so I'm just taking that and running with it with every other character. And the Akumi character design will basically be the template for every other character in this mobile game. So it's good to have a standard that you work with to maintain consistency. And that's something that people don't think too much about, but if you want your game to have an established look and a recognized look, you need to maintain the style. Obviously, my style is forever linked with AKW, but Gumi came first. I gave it to AKW because that's how I was already drawing. But I think AKW changed it up enough to make it their own. I don't make detailed drawings. I don't like making detailed drawings, and those are not nipples. Those are highlights. They're highlights. I know, because even when I looked at it, when I first looked at the video, I'm like, did I draw? No, those are highlights. I wouldn't do that. I would do that, but that's for another type of video. This video is for all ages. So those are highlights. She's wearing a very shiny red suit. What do you think's gonna happen? They're gonna be shiny. And so now I've established we're gonna go with red because it's gonna start off as a boss, and then you're going to obtain her as a hero character. So I thought red. Red means enemy, usually in video games at least. And you can see I flipped her face, and I could see that it was earlier in the video. I flipped her face and saw that her eyes were misaligned, and I fixed it. That's what I do. I fix things. Now we're getting to the fun part where I can just add accessories and experiment. There's a lot of removing things. This is the fun part. And this is the one thing I love about making art in general. I love making a character and just making different variants of that same character. I don't know what it is. It's just something that is instilled in me. Taking a model and just making 50 different unique characters from one model. Just really satisfying about it. Something I love about efficiency. It's the thing that I loved about anime when I realized a lot of, at least from when I was growing up, a lot of anime characters all looked exactly. They all used the exact same model, and the only things that differentiated them were their haircuts, hair color, eye color, and outfits. Everything else was exactly the same. Their body shapes, they varied a little bit, but they were pretty much identical. They had identical shapes, and they just changed the outfits and the hair and the eyes, and the weapons. And so that has been instilled in me as something I really enjoy. It's efficient and it works, and I love to do that. And it works perfect for video games. So here I'm still experimenting. Give her a headband, trying to figure out how much more details she needs to make her look like a complete character. Here I'm referencing the sketch to see how close I got it. I ended up doing a little bit more offline, and you'll see the results, and you can see all the different variants I've made. So I hope you guys enjoyed that run through of the cleanup art of Bonnie, and stay tuned for the next one. I'm probably gonna do another cleanup video of another character named Gwen. Our Akumi Wars Necromancer makes it into Akumi Tower Defense. So, well, after that we'll dive into the animation parts. So, and then after that, we'll dive into like putting him into the engine and the gameplay and so on and so forth. So, until next time, peace in 2 pieces. I'm out. No, I didn't see you there. Welcome to my office. It's I, Tony's, here with another devlog. Ah, how could one man be so beautiful? Amazing. Oh, I didn't see you there. How embarrassing. Do you not? I'm just kidding. I don't care what you saw. Today, we start a new devlog on my journey of creating my very first mobile video game for your phone. So, hello there. This is I, Tony's, here with another devlog on my journey to creating my very first mobile game. Now, if you don't know what that is, that's a game that you play on your phone. And that's what we are going to be looking at as I create from sketch to cleanup to animation to all those things into a video game. Now, it's a very complex thing. I don't want to confuse anybody with the logistics of it all, but yep, over here. Yep, right here. I know, it's pretty